Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. And for our next replay we have Grand 1977 in the Bat Châtillon 15558, the Tier 10 French SPG. And we're on Murovanka, North Spawn. Now, as many of you know, the Bat Châtillon or Bat Chat 15558 now only has 3 rounds in its ammunition, in its magazine. I should say not in its ammunition, it has more than that. It has 36 rounds in its ammunition, but only 3 at a time, but 48 seconds to reload between clips. This means that the player has to choose his targets and his shots very carefully to make sure they have the most effect. Now Grand, as I'll call him for the rest of this replay, is setting up on the far west side behind the bushes. This is quite a forward position for artillery, it doesn't normally appear here. Okay, he's having a look at a VK4502. Decided to relocate. Not quite happy with the position he chose. Moving a little further back into the dip. Okay, he's now set his sights on a Conqueror. Rounds out, and a direct hit. 211 points. You can see an advancing to T44, but is he going? No, he's decided against it. He's going back to the Conqueror. No, selected an IS-3 that's on the corner. He aims in, and a direct hit again for 80 damage. He must have hit the front on the glacis, on the front plate. No, he can't hit that. He's going back to the Conqueror again. Last round. Rounds out. Direct hit. 301 hit points. Okay, he's now reloading. Many people were disappointed when the Bat Chat was reduced from the number of rounds it had before to just 3, but it's still quite an effective artillery even at only 3 rounds. And of course the reload time has been reduced as well, so that's a little better. Okay, almost in, we're loaded. Rounds out, and he kills the Conqueror with 165 hit points. That T44 is out. He can't hit it at the moment. It's just too close. The hills are in the way. Okay, he's gone back to the 4502. Okay, he's lining up a shot. It's on the corner. It's a difficult shot. He can't hit that one that's behind the houses. But this T30 he can hit. Rounds out. Overshoots. It was a bit of a hasty shot. He can't hit the AMX AC. It's behind the house. Okay, the 4502, he can just get, oh no, it's hovering on the edge. If it moves forward, he can fire. Ah, no, we don't see an explosion, so we can presume it actually went in, although we didn't see the tracer for the shell landing. No explosion, no tracer. Anyway, it's on reload. It's unfortunate we can't see any of the enemy at the moment. That Skoda might spot the enemy units, the 4502 and the AMX AC, very shortly. He's the closest one. Ah, there's a T124. Ah, this is even worse. There's a guard that's made it all the way around the back. He's managed to make it through the forest and come around the back. Now the Scorpion is preventing him coming any further, but it's still dangerous. Ah, tree went down. It's an M103. Doesn't fire, he holds fire. Rounds out. He's going to miss. No, he hits! Direct hit, 62 hit points. He can see the guard now. He's side on, making a much easier target. Rounds out. Ah, overshoots but splashes the guard. Okay, no knowledge of if the guard's still there. Reloaded, rounds out. No, fell short. Okay, so he's into the reload cycle again. Signals his reload. 44 seconds. Always good to hit the C key. Let people know you are in a reload state. It tells them how long they've got until they get artillery support again. Now normally most teams have more than one artillery. However, if they know that one of the artillery is out of action whilst it's reloading, it can change their decision whether to press or not, push ahead, if they know that they're not going to get artillery support as they do so. It's almost like indicating the T key and the C key together tells people who you're aiming at and how long before your shot is out. Okay, he's loaded, he's ready to go. He's aiming at the 4502, which just pulled back. Was on that corner. He's aiming at that T34. It's on the rise. He kills it. 117 hit points. Okay, the 4502 is down the other side. Now, there was a whoosh there. Now, I wonder if that was one of the enemy artillery. An enemy SPG? Could be. Okay, we've got a WZ-111. And he's full health. And he's sitting at the back, facing off against the Scorpion. And then it's that guard again. He's fired a quick shot at the guard. No joy. Okay, looks like he's going to have a go at the WZ-111. Rounds out. Direct hit. He did 117, and he's got 224 stun damage as well. Okay, now he's into reload again. Indicates his cycle. Okay, we've got a T110E4. In the centre. He's not much of a threat at this point. Indicating his cycle again, saying he's only 17 seconds to go. Almost ready to fire. Rounds are going in. And he's loaded. He's ready to go. Okay, the WZ's been spotted. Rounds out. And he overshoots, but still does splash damage of 40. Looks like he's also attracting. No, he's holding back on firing. He wants to wait until the WZ has been spotted again. That's always a wise decision. You don't know if the WZ has pulled back in the meanwhile, and it could waste the shell. Ah! No, this guard has pulled forward. That's a rather suicidal move. Rounds out. Direct hit. Killed him for 93 hit points. But it was a bit stupid to actually come that far forward, because even though he was a wreck in front of him, he was making himself vulnerable by staying still for such a long time. Okay, that 4502 has come up the centre. And everybody's been bottled into the corner now. Okay, he's having a look down the centre. The E100 is a bit obstructed by that house at the moment. But the T30 is not. Rounds out. Kills the T30 for 86 hit points. And he's been spotted. He has to pull away. He has to move. I'm afraid it looks like it was that 4502 that may have seen him. He can relocate. Ah, he's been hit by the Object 261. I think he pulled forward and he pulled back directly into the position he'd been in before. And that was a bit of a mistake. You don't rock forward and then rock back. You must have a sideways element, and they tried again. They tried another shot to see if they could get him. They missed this time. Okay, he's relocating down to where the M53-55 is. That's not being very helpful. No, he's moving away from the M53-55. That's being useful because you don't want to have two artillery close to each other, because then it makes it much easier to spot the tracer. Okay, he's going to have a direct go at this WZ, which is right in front of him. Rounds out. Direct hit. 145 hit points. And he's stunned him. He's coming forward very slowly. Okay, it's going to make it easy for the next shot. Rounds out. Direct hit. 320. Big stun. Next round's going in. Almost ready. Rounds out. Direct hit and a kill shot. 117 hit points. And that brings up his top gun. Okay, now he's in reload cycle. He hasn't indicated it yet. But he is reloading with premium ammo this time. He has indicated his reload cycle now. 31 seconds to go. Looking at the T110E4. Okay, it's got an obstruction from that building. He might need to relocate. Does look like that T110E4 is well aware he's Arty safe. So long as he stays behind the buildings, he's okay. But that 4502 is not Arty safe. He can be hit. And it looks like Grand is about to attack. And he kill shot. 46 hit points, but a good kill shot. Direct hit. Even a splash would have killed him with premium ammo. 59 patterns moving in. It looks like he might push the E4 out from behind the houses. Now that will give Grand a chance to do a kill shot on the T110E4. It's still a red line, which indicates there's an obstruction. Can't fire with the red line. Has to wait until we've got a green line, then we can fire. Oh no, the pattern's gone down. The pattern was taken out by the GW Tiger. That means the GW Tiger must be further to the east. So he's probably relocated. And the AC-48's been taken out. Okay, so that's less of a threat. There's only two Arty left. One is probably to the east, the other to the south. The attack from the hit from the Object 261 was definitely to the south, and he's looking in the south area. Now let's see if we can see any tracer. The Object 261 might not fire if he has no targets. He might hold his fire and wait for targets to be seen. There's no tracer yet. Much easier to see the tracer if you turn off all visual aids with the V key. Ah, no, he's been seen. He's in the corner. He's been spotted. Dials in the aim. Rounds out. Only the Object 261's killed before he can get his kill shot in, but it would have hit. He's reloaded, and the GW has been found. And he was to the south. He wasn't to the east. Rounds out. And it's a splash kill. He splash kills the GW Tiger, and he gets the Radley Walters medal. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's see the end of battle stats. And it's a second class tanker for Grand 1977. Bruiser medal. A Radley Walters for killing 8. And a Top Gun for getting more than 6. If you look at team score, he managed to get 2,227 hit points. He's the top in scorer in terms of numbers killed with 8. And he managed to get 861 base XP. The detail report says he fires 21 shots, 12 direct hits, 12 penetrations, 7 splash, 2,227 damage, 1,790 was greater than 300 meters, 1 hit received from the Object 261, which was a penetration, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage. That was probably the GW Tiger trying to get him as well. So he was hit again as he was departing the area. He damaged 9 vehicles, destroyed 8. Damage to vehicles stunned was 624, and he did 11 stuns in total. He has a premium account, so he earned 40,583 credits. After deductions for repairing the vehicle and the ammunition supply, because he did fire some premium, and the consumables, he ended up with a deficit of 98,997 credits, which is quite expensive. But he received 1,292 XP. It's time for first victory of the day, which means he takes away 2,584 XP. So well done to Guard. A good battle. It's a very interesting one, and nice to see a Radley Walters medal earned by a tier 10 Arty. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, and do subscribe to our channel, because we have many more excellent replays just like this one. Thanks for watching.